All right, welcome back. I was debating how to present this step. I originally was going to do a PowerPoint and just list out here are the steps of putting together an SOP. But then I figured it may be better just to show you an actual SOP. And so what I did is I did some digging through my Google Drive and I found the SOP that I was talking about in the story that I just shared. This is one that I initially created years ago that Daniel has tweaked over the years to be what it is I'm going to show you right now. And honestly, this is an old document. Daniel has probably tweaked and added to it, and I don't even know about it. So let's go ahead and dive in to the SOP. And remember, an SOP is going to address one of four things. It's going to address efficiency, effectiveness, consistency, and brand promotion. And you'll see that throughout this SOP. So here, before you even show up to work, how do you need to show up to work? Is that even appropriate to ask? Absolutely. This is going to be a big part of brand promotion. So shower, brush teeth, trim beard, shave neck, wear deodorant. Here's what you wear. Don't show up to work unless you do these things. Boom, here you go. Is that going to lead to more efficient service? Probably not. Is that going to lead to more effective service? Probably not. You can like make that big long stretch to make it work, but no, this is really going to lead to the consistency and brand promotion. All right, so okay, I'm ready for work. What do I do? Oh, and I'm going to pause here because this is an important step. Anytime I do an SOP, even if I've already hired someone or I've already have an agency to do it, I imagine that I am a solopreneur again. I don't have any employees. I have to do this by myself. That puts me in the right frame of mind when I'm documenting this. If I had to do it right now with our current systems, how do I do it? It's going to be a lot easier to assign that to someone else because you can put yourself in their shoes. And if you have the opportunity to do it, it may be good to write out the SOP as you imagine it, actually do it a few times yourself before you assign it to someone else. There's a lot of power in saying, this is how it needs to be done, and this is how I have done it, if that makes sense. All right, so let's continue going through this SOP. Okay, so this is when I clock in, and when I clock in, this is what I do. I go to the warehouse, prep the vehicle, restock all product. This is not the inventory component. There's a separate component for inventory with a separate SOP that Daniel has. And you'll notice that this doesn't really say how to mark the inventory sheet, how to restock the product, because that's all documented somewhere else. This is the service side of the component. All right, prep the vehicle. This is how you do it. Clean the vehicle. This is how you do it. Service. This is how you do it. And it's not just as simple as go show up and spray a house. This is how you text. This is how you talk to the customer. This is what you message if they're not home. This is how you do each and every single service. And I know, Daniel, I know that words, when it comes to like visual aspects of a service, aren't extremely powerful. This really provides a checklist for a technician. I know Daniel, for his SOPs, a lot of that is video and on-site audits. And so you'll notice on a manager SOP, it's a lot more detailed on these services because the manager's responsibility to show how to do these things, not just write it out. But that said, I mean, this is fairly detailed. Every single aspect of the service, this is what you do, and this is how you do it. This is a message you send if they don't answer the door. This is how you ask for a review. This is what you do at the end of every day. Additional steps. This is how long it should take. You'll notice here, this doesn't have anything to do with the critical driver. Someone could literally go do every single step exactly this way and still not meet the daily goal. So SOPs by themselves are not enough. It's going to be extremely important that whoever you assign this to not just knows how to do it, but what's the end goal at the end of the day that they need to achieve by doing this? And I see a lot of business owners make that mistake. They'll go through and they'll document exactly how to do it, and they'll give it to someone and they'll go do it that exact way. but then they won't hit the goal that the business owner in their head is thinking that they need to do. So don't give one without the other. SOPs and critical drivers really go hand in hand, and they should always go together. So hopefully this helps. Now, what you need to do is you need to do this for your business and for the components of your business. This can be extremely overwhelming, especially if you have tons of components. And to be honest, this can take a while. So what I recommend is dedicate a portion of your day every single day, somewhere between 10, 20, 30% of your day, because I know you still have a business to run, and just work on the SOPs. And as you complete each one, don't have it be all or none, right? As you complete each component, send it over to me, send it over to someone else, review it. And then once you have it, go ahead and implement it into your company and add it to your handbook. That's going to be a lot less overwhelming, and you'll get a lot more wins as you go throughout this process than trying to do everything all at once. But build that momentum, do it day in, day out. I promise you that if you have good KPIs, critical drivers, SOPs documented, that you will feel so much better in your business. Then once you have all that documented, we can start working on assigning these to people, then making sure that we have the right systems to track the data, and then auditing that data. And that is where I want to get you. Guys, we are halfway there after you complete this step. And this step may be the longest step of all of the steps. The second one that may be longer is data, depending on how many tracking methods you have to pull the data to actually measure your KPIs and critical drivers. Hopefully you have a lot of the data steps already completed. Hopefully you have a lot of the SOP steps already completed. But go ahead and dive in and work closely with me or someone else throughout this entire process. Good luck.